Hey guys, here is a game review and a guide to getting the platinum on the Callisto Protocol. Please stay till the end as I'll be going through a exploit to get the hardest difficulty trophy without having to play it through it. So as you may know, I was quite hyped for this game, and while it didn't disappoint, it did leave me wanting a bit more. Starting with the pros, the game looks amazing. The lighting and design creates a very eerie atmosphere that is a joy to traverse around. The sound design and music is elite. You can tell a lot of effort and hard work was put into the audio of this game. It really immerses you and keeps you on edge. You always think something bad is going to happen. I recommend playing with headphones to get the full effect. The gameplay is good, but repetitive. It's exactly as it has been marketed to us before the release. The dodge move is pretty cool. The guns are fun to use. And like any good survivor horror, managing your inventory and deciding what to use plays a big part, particularly in the first half of the game. On to the cons. The game is very short. I got it on release day, which was Friday, and by Saturday night I'd finished the game, and it wasn't like I was playing it non-stop. The story is okay. I think there could have been more character development personally to improve it. The gameplay is repetitive, so what you do on chapter 1 you will be doing on the last chapter. Even the boss fights are just bigger, harder versions of what you would do to take down normal enemies. The way the game is designed, it's perfect for when you are fighting one enemy. As soon as you have more than two, then the flaws come in. The camera is tight and fixed behind the main character. So if you're fighting someone in front of you and enemies attack you from behind, there's not much you can do. If you get stuck in a corner, sometimes the camera can get a bit weird and point at the floor and you can't really see what's going on unless you try and move out of that corner. And with some fights, not too many, you can get in a loop of dodging, swinging your melee weapon and shooting non-stop. But if you need to reload or change gun, it's almost impossible as you don't have any time and you're stuck in this loop. A very small con, but the game has these elaborate death animations which are very cool and very graphic, but they got very tedious if you're on a boss fight or an area with loads of enemies where you are dying a lot. You just get bored very quickly of having to watch yourself die in this gruesome way, and I just wanted the game to kind of reload as soon as possible so I could get back in it and try again. So on to the platinum. This game is very generous with its different trophy types. It has 10 bronze, 9 silver and 7 gold. Gotta love that. 11 of the trophies are automatic story related. So if you want to play without the exploit, you can do one playthrough on the hardest difficulty, or you can do 2 playthroughs, one on easy/normal and then one on difficult, or you can exploit the game to do just one playthrough on easy normal, which I'll explain a bit later. There is no chapter select, and as of now, no new game plus, so every single collectible is missable. If you get a collectible and die, make sure you check your inventory to see if it is there, as you may need to go and collect it again. This is very important because if you miss one, you'll have to play the whole game again. Then there are 2 trophies I would say that you want to keep an eye out for, and if you haven't got them done by chapter 6, I would recommend that you find a checkpoint that has a few enemies, ideally one by themselves, and make sure to grind these out. These trophies are in striking distance, kill an enemy via GRP and a melee combo. This is actually a very easy trophy, but it took me a while to get it, and I would suggest doing this early in the game before the enemies get harder. You have to use your GRP to grab and throw an enemy into a wall, not a spiked wall, just a normal wall, and then hit it once with melee to kill it. So you might have to weaken the enemy a bit first. A bit of trial and error and you should get this trophy. The next trophy to look out for and grind is Float Like a Butterfly, perfect dodge 5 times. For this, you should wait until the enemy is just about to hit you, and instead of the normal dodge where you hold the left stick to the left or right, you just tap it, and then you should do the dodge in slow motion. I got 4 of these naturally through gameplay, but then just chose to grind the last one to make sure I got it before finishing the game. In terms of upgrades, if you look around as much as you can and defeat most of the enemies, you'll get enough credits to make the updates to weapons you need. I recommend updating the gun you get so you have a bigger clip, stability and more effective rounds. Update your baton so that it does maximum damage and can break the enemy's block. I did not buy the skunk pistol, skunk gun or the tactical pistol. I didn't feel like I needed them. Without spoiling it, you get 2 more awesome guns that you want to focus on upgrading. I recommend that by chapter 7 you should have about 5,000 credits available so you can update the gun you get in chapter 7 immediately. So from midway of chapter 5, start to save up your credits and sell your decoders and energy converters, etc. Lastly, the exploit for beating the game on maximum security difficulty. So play through the game on easy or normal, and when you defeat final boss, during the cutscene hit pause and change the difficulty to maximum security. Carry on and finish the game, let the credits roll. You'll only get the trophy for finishing on normal or easy, whichever one you started with. Then close your game and turn off your PS5, start it all up again, load the game, and at the menu screen hit continue. It will start you off just after the final boss cutscene on maximum security difficulty. Then you just need to finish the last part, which is very easy. And as soon as the credits start, the trophy should pop. That is how you get the trophy for defeating the game on maximum security level, which is the hardest difficulty, without actually having to play through it. So there you have it. I hope this helps in some way for you to get the platinum. If you're still undecided about this game, I have a video showing the first 40 minutes of gameplay, so check that out. I will leave a link in the description below. As always, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please hit the subscribe button. Take care.